In this module, we will talk about post colonialism. It is referred to a territorial and theoretical framework that emphasizes on media and cultural studies in context of oppression and aftermaths of colonialism. European countries have a long history of military imperialism. Great Britain ruled half of the world, and it started making that influence through power. That power comes from muscles, armies, weapons, skills, or economics. It always used against the meager economies of the world. Developed countries conquered the less developed countries across the world. Imposition of rule of the dominant countries. Supply of cheap materials. Development of European economies. They were importing the raw material from their colonies and then transforming that raw material into finished goods and sending back into those colonies more expensive way and earning more economic resources with the cheapest input in the developing world. The culture of the imperialist countries can be found in the contemporary world. For example, French and English languages are spoken in Africa. And you would see that how now this cultural imperialism in post colonialism is going to be replaced with the Chinese culture and language very soon. Binary self and others, colonizers and colonized, role of white community is central. Refusal to accept colonized identity, white as civilized people, and Western hegemony. It is considered in the post colonial era that white are having supremacy over other races. And it is not only in that post colonialism era, but if you found very closely that after the disintegration of erstwhile or the former Soviet Union, when there was a unipolar world after 1991, America emerged as more powerful state in the new world order introduced in 1992 by America. That how Western hegemony was going on and they were making an influence upon the developing part of the world. The post colonial argument, non Western cultures are represented through Western perspective, dominance of Western media, Islam is shown through Western perspective, nature and complexity of other beliefs and cultures cannot be understood through Western lens. So stereotyping is going on. They are labeling that such and such individual who is having that attire may be considered as a Muslim terrorist or whatever. But if they are not wearing that shalwar kameez, that is a local culture of Muslims, especially in Pakistan and India, and they are not having beard, then they are very smart people. If they have beard and wearing such clothes which belongs to Muslim identity, may be considered as terrorist. So this is how their identities were coming through their dresses and their external postures and gestures that I earlier mentioned, that how if a beard man is there, usually stopped by the traffic constabulary and they try to search him out and considering him always skeptical that maybe carrying arms or weapons or something like that, which may going to explode somewhere and going to make that annihilation in a in any specific region. So just labeling is becoming so stereotyping regarding Muslims, especially in this contemporary world.